Today's topic is motivation. Motivation is what makes us act the way we do. It starts, directs, and maintains our behavior. Motivation is the needs, wants, interests, and desires that energize and direct our behavior. A motive is a stimulus that moves a person to behave in a way designed to accomplish a specific goal. There are a couple of terms that need to be identified before we talk about motivation. A need is a condition in which we require something we lack. Humans have both biological and psychological needs. Biological needs are related to survival and include needs such as breathing, eating, drinking, maintaining a comfortable temperature, excretion, and sleep. Psychological needs are those related to the group, as well as autonomy, affiliation, dominance, exhibition, and order. Next, we need to understand the concept of drives. Drives are forces that motivate an organism to take action. The biological need for food gives rise to the hunger drive. Psychologists agree that motives prompt behavior, but they are not in agreement about the nature of motivation. The first theory of motivation is instinct theory. This theory states that behavioral patterns are genetically transmitted from generation to generation and are known as instincts. While some of human behavior is based on instinct, most modern psychologists do believe that human behavior is based primarily on instincts. The next theory, which also has its roots in biology, is called drive reduction theory. This theory centers around the idea that a physiological need creates an aroused attention state, or a drive, that motivates an organism to satisfy a need. This is the body's tendency to stay comfortable and maintain homeostasis. Homeostasis is the body's desire to maintain balance. For example, if the body needs food, your stomach begins to rumble. This is a cue to your brain that your body needs fuel and you need to eat. Once you consume food, the arousal state goes away and your body is maintaining homeostasis. While this seems to be a theory that would work to answer all behavior to meet biological needs, drive reduction theory does not answer why people eat when they are not hungry. The final theory that we will talk about is the humanistic theory. Humanists believe that these other theories of behavior are too mechanical and cannot explain all human behavior. Humanists believe in these theories, but they also believe that humans are driven by the conscious desire for personal growth. The most famous pioneer of humanistic psychology, Abraham Maslow, pointed out that some people are willing to endure pain, hunger, and other tensions to achieve their artistic or political goals. He claimed that people strive to fulfill their capacity for self-actualization. Self-actualization refers to the need to become what one believes they are capable of being. The desire to fulfill oneself takes one past the point of just satisfying one's physical needs. He believed that this was as meaningful in one's life as food. Maslow organized human needs into a hierarchy that is now referred to as Maslow's hierarchy of needs. He ranked items in order of importance for human survival. At the bottom of the pyramid are biological needs like food, water, and rest. Next are safety needs like protection from danger, security, and stability. The middle of the pyramid is love and belongingness, like love, acceptance, and belongingness. As we continue up, we get to esteem. This is achievement, competence, recognition, and respect from others. The top of the pyramid is the previously discussed concept of self-actualization. Each of the lower needs on the pyramid need to be met before the next level can be met. Because of this, if you are living in a place where the majority of your time is being spent looking for clean drinking water, you will never have the time and freedom to experience self-actualization because so much of your energy is being consumed meeting your biological needs. One of the most important biological needs is the hunger drive. Glucose is the form of sugar that circulates in the blood. It provides a major source of energy for body tissue. When our glucose levels are low, we feel hungry. As we discussed, biological needs are based mainly on body tissue needs such as the need for food or water. However, some of the basic biological needs can be complex because they also have psychological factors to go along with the physiological factors. The act of chewing and swallowing can provide certain sensations that help to satisfy the hunger drive. Chewing and swallowing can help the body know that the hunger drive is satisfied before the actions of the stomach have taken place. People once believed that the growls and contractions of the stomach were what caused hunger. Researchers have found that the stomach contracts at other times as well, so it is not the cause of hunger, but it does play a role in signaling hunger. The level of sugar in the blood and the part of the brain known as the hypothalamus are key influences on feelings of hunger. When people have not eaten for a while, their blood sugar levels drop. Information about blood sugar is then communicated to the hypothalamus, which is known to be involved in the regulation of body temperature and various aspects of psychological motivation and emotion. The side of the hypothalamus, called the lateral hypothalamus, acts as a start eating center. If it is stimulated, an animal will begin eating, even if it has just finished eating a large meal. The ventromedial hypothalamus acts as a stop eating center. When stimulated, an organism will stop eating. Psychological factors also influence our eating patterns. People are more likely to eat when around other people. People know that a certain amount of food or drink will produce a feeling of well-being and relaxation, so people may eat or drink to reduce anxiety. We call our ideal weight our set point. When we fall below our set point, the body will lower its basal metabolic rate. The basal metabolic rate is the body's base rate of energy expenditure. If we eat more calories than our BMR, we gain weight. Obesity in America is a huge problem. 7 out of 10 Americans are overweight, and 4 of 10 are obese. Obesity is classified when someone weighs 20% more than their recommended body weight. Obesity is very unhealthy, and obese people suffer more illnesses including heart disease, stroke, diabetes, gout, respiratory problems, and certain kinds of cancer. Obesity seems to run in families and can be caused by heredity as well as habits. People metabolize food or burn calories at different rates. In addition to this, people who suffer anxiety tend to eat more to help reduce their stress. This is a huge contributor to weight gain. Losing weight can be a difficult process and is as much psychological as it is physiological. Women are put under pressure by society to look a certain way, and this can cause unnecessary pressure to lose weight. People in the US eat too much fatty food, and their diets lack the fruits and vegetables needed to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Fad diets seem like miracles, but most are unrealistic to maintain over a normal lifestyle. The tried and true method to keeping your weight at a manageable level is to eat a balanced diet and exercise regularly. Since weight loss has a lot of psychological issues, there are some diseases that become associated with weight. I'm sure you're very aware of these diseases, so I will go over them very briefly. The first disease is called anorexia nervosa. This is when a normal weight person diets and becomes significantly underweight, 15% or more. People with anorexia still continue to see themselves as overweight and continue to starve themselves to unhealthy levels. The next disorder is called bulimia nervosa. Bulimia consists of episodes of overeating, usually high-calorie foods, which we call binging. This binging is followed by episodes of purging, which can be done through vomiting, laxative use, fasting, or excessive exercise. The vomiting involved in purging is really bad for the teeth and the esophagus, as the acid from the stomach causes complications in those areas. Finally, we will talk about psychological needs. The first psychological motives are stimulus motives. These are motives that include sensory stimulation, activity, exploration, and manipulation of the environment. These derive from the fact that humans who were more motivated to explore and manipulate their environment were more likely to survive because they were able to learn more information concerning resources and potential dangers. Next is achievement motivation. People are driven to get ahead and to meet high personal standards of success. Achievement motivation has both extrinsic rewards like good grades and good income, as well as intrinsic rewards like self-satisfaction. Self-satisfaction is at the top of Maslow's pyramid, and this is the greatest motivation. People are motivated at a higher level by intrinsic motivation than extrinsic motivation. This can be seen by the overjustification effect. When people are given an extrinsic motivation to perform a task, their intrinsic motivation declines. Motivation is a very complex idea, and research on why humans do what they do is always changing. I hope I was able to shed a little light on this very complex topic. Thank you so much for watching. This has been You Will Love Psychology.